Hi everyone, this is the National Master of Santagati, and in this video we will see again that sent me TheGreatOogieBoogie. He played with white, and we will see how he played. Okay, played e4, and the black played c5, so the Sicilian defense, knight f3, the open Sicilian, the idea is push on d4, and have a good play on the center, so knight c6. Similar idea, black develops a piece and take the square d4, d4, c takes, knight takes d4, and knight f6. Correct, knight c3, and e6. Okay, this kind of position is also possible for black play e5, but it's a different variation. e6 is completely correct. The idea is allow the development and take the square d5 with the pawn. Bishop to e3, d6 to cover the square d5, and avoid in the future the white push e5, because in the future the white can try to do knight takes e6, e5, so Qb6 will take the square e5, it's okay. Bishop e2 to complete the development, bishop e7, same idea. And now, very interesting move for white. Now the white played g4. I think this move is very interesting because in this kind of position, the white tried to attack immediately, and the simple idea is g5 to force the knight to go back, and then the white can try to push h4, h5 to attack on the king side. So a very nice attack for white. Now black played the queen a5. I don't like this move because against g4, I think it's good for black play immediately h6. To avoid the push. This push is very important because after h4, the white can't push immediately because the rook on h1 is without the defender. So the white need more moves because the white need h4 and then, for example, rook g1. And at the same time, the black can try to counter-attack on the center or on the queen side. So h6 now is very important for black. Black played the queen a5. It's a mistake. It's a mistake because the white can try to attack the queen and then push again g5. White made a little mistake because he played f3, and now again the black can try to play h6. So, but okay, so h6, queen d2. So what's correct for white play knight b3, and then the queen has to move. So for example, queen back to c7, and then now g5 is good. Because the black has to play knight e7, I can play h4 and have a good attack with the white. It's clear, in this kind of position the white will play queen d2, castle queen side, because the king side is weak now for a castle. Okay, perfect, we can go back. So f3, h6, queen d2 is correct, bishop d7. Okay, we can see very well this position. Now we know what the white is trying to do. So the white is attacking on the king side. So usually when there is an attack on the side, the best answer is try to counter-attack on the center. So probably now d5 is nice to counter-attack on the center immediately. I think it's the best move. Okay, the black played bishop d7, knight b3 is okay, queen c7, and now castle. Perfect. a6 is important to avoid knight b5 because the threat could be the threat could be knight b5 followed by knight takes d6, so a6 is important. Queen e1. I didn't understand this move, queen e1, because now the white idea should be push on g5, not immediately but with the help of the pawn h. So the idea must be h4 followed by g5. Okay, so I don't like queen e1, rook c8, and now queen f2. Okay, the white lost time because in this kind of position in which we have the white king in the queen side and probably the black king has to go on the king side, in this kind of position is very important, don't lose time. So queen e2, queen f2 is a very important mistake for white, and with h4, g5, the white can attack quickly. For example, if you play h4 and then rook c8, you play g5, and this move now is very strong because I think the black has moved the knight to h5, but if the black will take, you open the position, and then your rook can go to h8. So the position is very, very, very hard now for black. Okay, so queen e1, rook c8, queen f2, and now the black has the time to attack. I don't like Nb4 because I don't understand very well the idea. If your idea is attack the castle on the queen side, it's very important to try to remove important defenders. So the easy move for black must be b5 now, with a simple idea to play b4, a5, a4. So at the same time you play to remove the defenders, and you play to break the castle with the push b3 at the hand. So yes, I don't like knight b4. Rook d2, b5, and now b5 is not so strong because the knight covered the square b4. So knight b4 was a mistake for black. Bishop to b6. Bishop to b6 to attack the queen. Maybe would be possible, if not bishop b6. I think h4 was better because it's not clear if bishop b6 can help. Probably if I play for one now, play simply h4 to attack. Now it's not so strong h4 because you need another move to play with g1, because now the rook to h1 is without the defender, so you need the rook g1. So okay, so bishop b6 you played, queen b7, and now knight a5. Okay, queen b8, and then rook, and then a3. Okay, the question is why a3? Probably the threat. I think if a3 is not a mistake, but in this kind of position I prefer play king b1 if I have the idea to defend my castle, because in this way my pawns are in the strong position. This is good for my king, for my castle. So yes, I think king b1 is slightly better in this way. So a3, knight c6, and now rook d1, knight e5. The idea is try to take the square c4 and bishop back. So you can understand that this strategy with bishop b6 and bishop back is not so good because you play without a good plan. The plan must be break on g5, and you didn't it. So okay, so bishop e3, rook takes e3. I think this sacrifice is nice, a classical sacrifice in the Sicilian Defence. Good exchange sacrifice for black. B takes, and now d5. The idea is attack a3. Now bishop to a7 again, but I don't like again because why you must attack the queen? I think the queen on b8 is not dangerous, is passive, so why I must attack the queen? Now the dangerous piece is the bishop on e7, so a logical solution could be bishop c5. And now after the exchange you are the defender, so it's okay because you can defend a3, and it's good because at the same time you try to trade pieces, and it's good for you. Okay, so you played bishop on a7, you played check, king b1, and then queen c7. Okay, the trade of the queen is good for you, but the black can take the pawn c3, and now queen e5 is okay, queen takes piece, and queen takes e5. Okay, this variation is forced, so castle, and now h4. Now you try to attack, but you could push. You should push this pawn before. So okay, so bishop c6, and now again I think g5 immediately. If you can be important attack immediately. So g5 immediately is better. You played the bishop d4, and then rook d8. Bishop c2 is okay. You force the queen to back, or to go back, or to push. And now bishop a1. Yes, perfect, because your bishop is strong, so it's not a good idea trade on b2 for the enemy bishop. Okay, so b3. The black try to attack. You can take, is correct. And after that, bishop d6. Queen b2. Okay, you take, you control the diagonal. At the same time you can defend the king. Bishop to f4, and then rook c2. Okay, it's first edit. Queen b6, g5. Okay, I like g5 because you must break the enemy castle. Your castle is weak with the your castle with only the pawn b3 that can help you. So it's important to break the enemy castle as soon as possible. So g5 is okay. And okay, you take, and now I like it. Yes, this move is very nice. You play the rook takes c6. It's very nice because after that there is rook g1. Yeah, I like this move. And after that, bishop h4 and rook g4. The bishop is under attack, so the black take the pawn on e4, because if the black, for example, move the bishop to f2, to the next example, there is queen takes knight, so it's the problem. So for example, if bishop h6, again queen takes knight, because the pawn on g7 is pinned. So I like this move because if you play immediately rook g1, clearly the black can take the rook, so it's impossible now. Rook g1 is a strong move, but to do that we need to sacrifice the exchange. So this move is very nice. Rook g1, and now bishop h4, rook g4. Very nice move for you now. And after d takes e4, you take the bishop, and now the white position is better. And okay, now the position is good for you, and you're playing well. 97. After that, b4. Why b4? I don't know. Okay, in this position, I think we have two bishops against the knight, and maybe this knight can be dangerous in this square. Okay, probably you played b4 to cover this square, but if you want to cover this square, I think it's better bishop d4, because you can improve the bishop, and at the same time the pawn on b3 is better because can defend in a better way your king. In this position you must play in an easy way, so another good option could be also take on a6, but probably not immediately, because there is this move, and after that the black can try to counter-attack. I think this endgame is win for white, but you have only a pawn after the change that can happen after that, so can be hard. So I think the best option is bring the bishop here and then try to trade the queen. In this way you have a better bishop, and you can play in a better way than game. So you played okay, you played b4, king e7, bishop d4 now is perfect. Queen a4 to try to attack the king, try to check on b3, and then bishop c5 is okay, king d8, and now king b2. To avoid the check on b3 is correct. Okay, take with the queen, perfect. And now b5. Yes, b5 is very nice because the black has no check against the king, and it's impossible to take the pawn for black, so this move b5 is very strong. Queen a5. Now you played king b3 is okay to avoid again the checks, and after g6 you can check and you can take the pawn. Now your pawn is very strong, and with a piece up the victory will be easy. King g8, you try to take the queen is okay, queen b7, queen to c1. Now we must pay attention, because if you push the pawn immediately you lose the game, because there is the queen without defenders, so it's important bishop c4, or maybe also bishop, okay, bishop c4 is okay I think, queen d1 and king b4. Okay, you move up the king, is correct, check again, and at the end, yes, the black inferior now can take the piece, but after that you can push. And now the black has only the check on c5, but after king e8 and queen f8 check, because if king e8 the only check is on f8, after king d7 the black is without checks, the white can promote and the white will win. So yes, the black now can take the piece, but it's not a problem because the white will take the queen. So queen d4, now the black played queen c5, king e8, e take, a7, and after that, yes, queen e7 is okay, and then queen takes f7, and the white tried to mate, and okay, and after that, the game is won because you can simply play king f7, and there is checkmate in 1 and 2 moves. So yes, now the game is very easy. Okay, I think about this game, you made important strategical mistake in the opening, because you lost a lot of times in opening. You must push h4 before, and but later you played good moves. Rook takes c6 was very nice, and on the other hand, the move b5 was nice. So okay, so it's all for the video. Thanks for the attention. Bye.